Okay, here we go. It says I'm live, so hopefully everyone can hear me. Let's see. Let me put a poll in the chat. Let's see what people think Vaporeon will do in its first. I'm gonna offer a wide spread here. Of what I think is probably most likely for a first run with quite a good Pokemon. And we'll see what people think. Now, I do think Vaporeon might be the kind of Pokemon that has the potential to go quite low, but sub 40 in a first playthrough would be very, very fast. So I put that as the best option. Like, even if it was possible to do, say, like 35 minutes, like let's just put out a ridiculous number, and I don't think so for Vaporeon. Even if that was possible, it doesn't necessarily mean that's likely to happen in the first playthrough. In fact, what I mean is, even if 35 was possible, sub 40 wouldn't necessarily be the case in the first playthrough. A lot about first playthrough results are how intuitive the Pokemon is to play. Let's see. I'm going to put the move pool up real quick because I think that's going to be helpful. And we start with Water Gun, so Brock's going to be manageable. We're also going to get Bubble Beam, which tends to like supercharge Pokemon once they can fight. If they can take on Misty first and use Bubble Beam for Nugget Bridge. I'd say my biggest concern here is just like the grass poison types in the early game, like the Wrapping Lass might be a problem. What's up, Papa Shook? Yeah, I'm excited to see this too, because Scott ran it and got a pretty good result, but that was quite a while ago now. Choosing me over Scott today? No, don't do that. Scott's way better than I am at this. I'm such a newbie when it comes to like making videos and streaming and stuff. But I think I wasn't going to stream against him. His stream ended early, so I thought, hey, I have some time. Why don't I go ahead and stream one myself? So, yeah, with no further sort of introduction, let's hop right into it. Let's get into a Vaporeon run. Yes, it is good. Okay, replay started. Just want to verify I'm recording my route. If we have time today, like if the first Mew, classic. I always start off by playing Mew. If it goes quickly, then maybe we'll do a follow-up run. We'll see. We'll see how things go. It will at least be a first playthrough today. There's Vaporeon. Looking all Vaporeon-y. I feel like Vaporeon is ruined for me because of the memes. Like, I think Vaporeon's quite like an elegant Pokemon. Almost like Lapras, you know? Like a very nice, elegant Pokemon. But people can't be trusted. And then they memify things, and then, you know. Okay, let's talk about Vaporeon stats. Incredible HP, and very, very good special. I think we want to go Water Gun over Quick Attack, even against the Eevee. So I don't see any reason to do any training. I think we should probably... And I don't know if the correct answer is to fight just the junior trainer or to skip the junior trainer and go directly to Brock. But typically what I do when I'm not sure is I just fight Brock. And maybe that's unintuitive because I think a lot of people will play conservatively on their first playthrough. But for me, I'm kind of like the opposite. I would rather play at a lower level, like less training, cut a lot of corners, and then see if I get punished for it. And if I get punished for it, then I'll go back and add more training once I'm looking at damage ranges. That's not always the case, but it tends to be like that for at least for like an early game trainer, because I really don't want to do early game training. Like I'll probably do some mid game training that I don't know if I'll need, right? Like maybe fighting some bikers or like some high experience yield trainers in the mid game, because those are just generally good. But I don't want to waste my time with early game training, because if you don't need it, it's just time bloat, because it doesn't like matter for the mid game. Yeah, Smash Math, you're right. Vaporeon is definitely better than, like, way better than Jolteon. And also, I think, significantly better than Flareon, too. Although Flareon is a reasonably capable fire type. I didn't need a heal there. That was just kind of muscle memory. Oh, hey, Scott. How are you doing? I was going to watch you today, but then you stopped streaming. So here we are. I figured Vaporeon would be a fun one. I haven't run it yet, and I know you haven't run it in a long time. So, yeah, we'll see what this thing can do. Espeon would dunk on Yellow. That would be a fun backport. I'm not a backport guy myself, but... oh, I forgot to do the Mart buy. Oh boy. Incredible. Let's buy those. And 3 antidotes. I think that'll be enough. Oh, that was cool. Did you see that? I kind of moved right when I clicked on it. Feels pretty simple to get 42 to 44. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what my first playthrough result's going to be. But I would assume it's probably going to be in the 40s. If things go really smooth, then maybe it'll be sub 40, but I kind of don't expect that, at least on a first playthrough. I think somewhere in like the 43 to 45 range is pretty likely for my first playthrough. But we shall see. I could also get just destroyed by the champion. That's always a possibility with water types. Although I do plan on teaching acid armor, and it tends to be the case that water types with the ability to badge boost do reasonably well against the yellow champion, whereas yellow types without the badge boost usually need to rely on like high variance type strategies to get through, like a horn drill or this sort of thing. I could fight this hiker. I guess I will fight the hiker. Primeape and Arcanine and Emerald today on Twitch. Nice. Well, if you're into Gen 3, go check out Ike's stream. Of course, Ike is an excellent Gen 1 runner too, but he doesn't usually run it unless he's trying to beat people in races. I should say, unless he's beating a lot of people in races. There's no try. It's what he does. I wonder if I get badge boosted, whether it ever makes sense to like switch to quick attack against the Voltorb, but well, for the last hit it did at least. Because I think I was underspeeding the Voltorb. Voltorb's a quick Pokemon. Meowth is outspeeding me too. I don't think of Vaporeon as like a super slow Pokemon, but I guess it's not quick either. It's kind of slow-ish. What's Vaporeon's base speed? We're going straight for the Bide Misty strats. Of course. Oh no, Quick Attack does nothing. Oh gosh. That's brutal. That really doesn't do much damage. Alright. Oh, need to teach Bide. Over Tackle. I'll never use it. I'll never use Tackle. I wonder if Water Gun or Quick Attack is doing more damage against the Staryu. Uh... Okay, well, this is not too bad. Now I just need him to do damage against me. Okay. Yeah, I don't think Misty is going to be scary, really, with Bide. It just feels a little bit slow. Yeah, Ike is annoyingly good. Ike's not annoying, but he is annoyingly good. I don't know why I'm saying... Oh, that's what I was supposed to do. I opened the menu and I was like, why did I open the menu? I forgot why I was doing it. And so I saved for some reason. But then I remembered just in time that I opened the menu in order to teach Bubble Beam. Well, just in time, relatively speaking. I had to open it again. But one hitting that Sandshrew was like very, very satisfying. PP is a question on this stretch because usually... Oh, there's a new one for you, Scott. On this stretch. That's a pretty good one. On this stretch, we can normally sprinkle in other moves, but I feel like Vaporeon is basically going to need to use Bubble Beam to get one-shots. Maybe we can water gun the Rattata. Sometimes you can water gun this one and it goes down in one hit. Well, it was a crit, so we don't know now. We'll check the damage ranges in between runs and see if we can water gun any of these Pokemon, because we'd really love to kind of stretch this out. But one-shotting the Mankey there is really good. We basically one-shot everything on Nugget Bridge. This is very nice. By the way, I do have a plan for Surge. You might be worried about Surge because the Raichu has quite high special. And we have a low physical defense. But I have a plan. That plan is already on the moveset. Yes, Mew had quite the RNG fest at Brock. That's correct, Axio. Don't know if I need this experience either. I'm taking a little bit of extra training here. So in between runs, I'll look at the EXP router and see if we can take out both of those hikers that I fought. But this guy's a little scary. And okay, so it's nice that I'm two-shotting with Bubble Beam, and I'm sure that's doing more damage than Quick Attack, by the way. It's definitely doing more damage than Quick Attack because our special is like way higher than our physical attack. Oh gosh. Try the re-chat and miss the keyboard. Body Slam is one option. But it is not the option I'm going with. At least for the first playthrough. Yeah, I should have picked up that ether. I could have just I could have used the ether on Bubble Beam and then got through the whole next stretch of the game without healing. So note to self for second playthrough, grab that ether next to Bill's house. I'm sure these are all going to be one hits. They might even be one hits with water gun, but I'm not going to risk that. I don't want to get sand attacked. I am going to get Body Slam, of course, even though our physical attack is lower than our special attack. I'm going to try skipping the super potions. I kind of think we're a strong enough Pokemon. We might just get away with having a full restore. There's a question as to whether I pick up Rest. Do I pick up Rest? Am I gonna need rest? No, I don't think I'm gonna need rest. I'm not gonna pick up rest. No. I have good special, so I can, even though I'm gonna not outspeed the Alakazam, I think the champion's Alakazam, I can just tank and attack. And then just, you know, set up badge boost on the Executor, because it's going to be spamming Leech Seed. And I won't be at full health, but that's okay. Although it's unclear how I'm going to get through the Champion's Cloister. It's probably just going to be Surf. And when I have Leech Seed up, that's not going to be a lot of fun. But with Acid Armor, yeah, it's not going to do much damage to me. So it should probably be okay, I think. Oh, meant to potion. Oh, I didn't need a potion. Oh, wow. I thought I took chip damage at some point. I guess I never did. Hey, Emra. Good to see you. Thank you. HP stat. Any Pokemon that has really strong HP has a strong capability for using Bide against Misty for the Starmie. No. Bad habit there. Bad habit. Almost picked it up, but I don't need the Squirtle. I should be picking up the Lapras, because with water types, you definitely fight Fievel before you go to Blaine. You just have the tools you need. I am going to save before the Wrapping Lass. I'm kind of scared of this one. It would be really nice if we had ice coverage. Yeah, Lapras is just a little bit faster. Okay, getting poisoned is good there, I think. Because now we can't get paralyzed. Yeah, that was nice. Okay. And you know what's funny is we kept Quick Attack on the set. So I think even if we got paralyzed, we could just switch to Quick Attack, and eventually we would knock out the Pokemon, like the Bellsprouts. The Bellsprouts wouldn't take too long to Quick Attack through, I don't think. And we'd be moving first against Wrap, so we wouldn't get trapped indefinitely. So I think that's actually kind of nice. Maybe we don't even need to save for that fight. Here, a resisted Bubble Beam is probably doing about the same as Body Slam, and yes, it does. It might even do a little bit more, but I do want to conserve Bubble Beam PP. So I'm going to use the Body Slams here. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wait, you know what? This one has Sleep. Don't sleep me. Okay, I should have definitely been Body Slamming that one. Alright, this is fine. Antidote. Oh, we ran through our antidotes. Oh. Oh, no. Alright. I really feel like we need a little extra training here, you know? So, just in case, we're going to fight Geodude and Graveler. You know, it's more of an advanced play, but I wouldn't recommend it if you're doing it yourself. But, you know, I just really felt like that Geodude and Graveler were really good to run into. Well, the way I see it is that if I have muscle memory built up for both Lapras and... okay, don't be terrible. Okay, good. I don't mind building up muscle memory for Lapras and Squirtle, because eventually it won't be that bad. You do the one that you're like, you'll decide on it, and then it won't be hard for you to adjust. Because in Red and Blue, you need to use the Lapras anyway, most of the time. And I do plan on playing Red. So if you're already kind of committed to playing both Red and Yellow, you may as well get accustomed to both Squirtle and Lapras. There's no reason not to. You just use the same muscle memory with yellow as you do with red when you're playing a Pokemon that would prefer. Oh yeah, self-destructing hiker can be such a big problem. I'm not gonna do that. I thought about going and getting the oh, this part's hard to talk during. I guess we want Carbos. We'll see what we actually want later. Repels. 10 repels. Yeah. Am I missing something? I feel like I have a lot of money left over. Maybe it's just because I didn't buy that many items. I bet I can quick attack a Doduo here. I bet it lives a quick attack. I don't have much physical attack. Oh, it lived a crit. Surf is fantastic in Gen 1, although I wouldn't say hands down it's the best. There are a lot of good water moves in Gen 1. For instance, there is Crab Hammer. I think that's the best, although only Krabby and Kingler get it. Aside from Crab Hammer, there is also Hydro Pump. And for some Pokemon, Hydro Pump is better. So, I mean, Surf is excellent, but there are also other excellent options. And sometimes you want a Hydro Pump. Ooh, Bite? I guess that's... We're not going to use Bite anymore. We probably won't use Bite. In the follow-up playthrough, I'll probably never even teach Bite. I don't know. It's not especially useful. I forgot to use my Repel. We should two-shot these Ghastly, so I'm not too worried about them. Or one-shot with a crit. That was nice. Yeah, we're easily two-shotting them, so not that scary, especially since we're outspeeding them. If you underspeed the Ghastlies and you 2 or 3 hit them, they can get... That Agatha Jr. fight can be very scary. But if you're outspeeding and two-shotting, it's pretty decent. Yeah, Crab Hammer is increased crit chance. So it's an imperfect accuracy. Oh, I just Gen 1 missed a Bubble Beam. But even with the imperfect accuracy, I think it's 85% or maybe 90% accurate. But even still, it's like incredibly powerful. Because it's like stronger than, like, its base power is high. And it's a high crit rate move like Slash or Karate Chop. So it's just it puts out insane damage. Yeah, Waterfall is just worse than Surf. So like, I was thinking, and I played what's the fish's name? Seeking. I played Seeking last year, and it just uses Surf. I taught Waterfall for like to use once or twice for PP or something, but I don't even know that that was necessary. Oh, it's not great, unfortunately. I'd love for those like kind of niche moves to be useful. You see, I've learned, everyone. Say niche or everyone riots. I am going to fight the 2 bikers here, because I should be able to two-shot the Weezings, I think, with my high special. Oh, yeah, just barely. Not sure. Crit is nice, but I want to go get Surf, and I am going to risk encounters here too, but I think it just makes sense. Ooh, sniped that. That was nice. Oh, by the way, I do learn Hydro Pump at level 52, so that's very interesting. Unfortunately, that's a bit late. Like, I would love if I learned it at like level 40 something and I could use it for Koga. That could be really cool. I don't think we're going to be using Hydro Pump when we get it that late, because we'll have access to Acid Armor. And it tends to be the case when you have Acid Armor. Oh, I haven't taught Ice Beam yet. I need to teach Ice Beam. I'm going to do that here at the Safari Zone. When you have a badge boosting move, you don't normally need the extra reach that Hydro Pump provides. Oh. Did I not talk to the girl? No! No, I didn't talk to the girl. No, what? Oh, I did that the other day too. Oh, not on stream, but off stream. I did that the other day. I wasted like 30 seconds because I didn't talk to the... Stop it. I didn't talk to the girl that gives you Ice Beam after getting 2 fresh waters. All right, I guess we're going to the department store again, everybody. Oh, you can't fly there? Come on. You should be able to fly there. Okay. Oh, I don't need that. I need this. This sort of thing, it did happen to me offline, but it very rarely happens to me offline. I've noticed that streaming is quite a bit harder. Quite a bit harder to play, talk, stream. That probably didn't need to be a fly. I could potentially fight Erica right now, but I am not an ice type. If I'm an ice type, I'd be one-shotting her Pokemon, but without stab, I think I won't be. So I think it makes a lot more sense to fight Rival 5 first. I'm going to take a few, like, just very efficient, like a little bit of very efficient training here. Like, not much. I'm thinking 2 trainers, maybe. I'm going to fight this one for sure, because it's on the way. Okay. And I don't think the Arbok is going to level me up. So I think I'll probably fight one more after this. Nice. Got the freeze. Though it's a little bit annoying, like how close to the next level I am. Because I was thinking about using rare candies, but maybe I won't use rare candies. I'll just fight this one and try at 35. And we'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm going to use a elixir here. I'm going to try at 35. Sometimes, like, very good water Pokemon can sometimes just do it at level 35. Let's see how it goes. Oh. Elixir. I just said I was going to use an elixir. Okay. Quick reset. Probably costs 8 seconds. Oh, what? Oh, man. I thought that was going to be enough. I was also supposed to teach Surf before this, too, by the way. All right. We're not fighting that out. I'm going to try to play better. I don't think we'll need Quick Attack anymore. So we're going to start off with Bubble Beam, and then we're going to switch to Surf for the rest of the Pokemon, except for... Oh my god. Bubble Beam didn't one-shot? What? Okay. We needed to be using Surf is what I learned. No, I don't need a Roar Beam. Too late! If I had started with a Roar Beam, that would have been awesome. I think it's only Body Slam against the Kadabra. Okay, nice. And then Surf should be a one-shot? No. We're under-leveled, that's right. Although we did get through this fight on the first try once I taught Surf. So that's actually pretty good. That bodes well for this run. I still have 6 rare candies left. And no healing items. Well, okay, I have the full restore, so I'll probably have to use the full restore just because, like, the Persian can hit me. It's fast. And the Nidoqueen is probably going to survive a Surf. Full restore. I'm a little worried about Koga, to be honest. So I think we're going to use, like, probably all of our rare candies right before Koga. So we're going to dig out of here. We're going to heal and, at Saffron because we're going to dig back out later. Oh, we're going to take on Erica now. I think Erica at level 38 should be good enough with our monstrous special. I'm hoping so. I want to get one-shots here because if I get, like, sleep powdered or something, it could be awful. I'm not worried about the Cool Trainer for sure. I'm definitely going to be one-shotting those. No, I'm probably not going to fight Sabrina first just because I'm slow. And I'm pretty likely to get hit with a flash from Abra. And my physical attack's not that good either. So I actually kind of want the special boost before I fight Sabrina. I'll probably fight Sabrina last, like as the 7th gym trainer. Okay, that's good. That means that they should all be one-shots, I think. I'm pretty sure that Tangela is the bulkiest Pokemon there. Okay, cool. So level 38, that times out nicely. And then I am going to fly to Saffron. We're going to save just to lock in the heal point and go ahead and take the Ice Beam. And we're going to go up here and we're going to grab Mimic because I think I'm going to need Mimic to get through Koga. And I'm going to steal Psychic. Psychic should make this quite a bit more doable because we're going to be under speeding. That's annoying. I wonder if this is a range. Oh, at level 40, maybe we're one-shotting the Drowsies. Not quite, huh? I'm not going to fight the Tamers. I don't think we need to do more training. Oh, yeah. I need to get the newer version from Scott so that I can have the Rival 6 bug fixed. I know I'm not at full health here, but you know. I'm going to see what this looks like first. And then I think I suspect I'm going to use rare candies. Although I one-shot all those. All right. There's no way it's usually that easy against Koga. There's no way. That was way too easy. It's not supposed to go like that. I promise it's not supposed to go like that. Oh, I didn't pick up Lapras. No. No. Wait, what? Oh, I went to the wrong floor. Oh, I hate it when I do that. It feels so bad. Okay. I was supposed to use a repel there. By the way, I think we're going to add a Koga Tamer there next time, just so that experience lines up better. Like, I don't actually want to be fighting Psych here. I'm doing it because I want to use rare candies next for the mansion. But I'm not thrilled about this optional. Oh, that's a good reason to have Surf at the stop. What is this? Haze? Yeah, I don't want Haze. I took a look at chat while I was spamming Body Slam, and I almost overwrote whatever was in the top slot. That's a really nice secret perk of having an HM move in the top slot. Saves you from disaster. Oh my gosh. I just talked about using rare candies. Let's go up. Yeah, we may as well just go up to 47 now. Yes, we do want acid armor. I should have kept Body Slam until after Sabrina, maybe. I don't know. I might even just be surfing down the Sabrina's Pokemon. Like, this might be one of those rare Pokemon that just doesn't use Body Slam. It's just like after the early game, just not useful because the special is so much better than the physical attack. And like when you're up against other water Pokemon, well, that's almost always a Cloyster. And we don't want... We don't want to body slam a Cloyster. You kidding me? It's a great streaming trick. Yeah, Scott, I gotta get with you and learn all the streaming tricks. I'm a novice at that part. All right, I think it's gonna be worth it to set up an acid armor here, just so we're more resilient against his Pokemon. And yeah, that also badge boosts our speed too, so that's kind of nice. So I think we're gonna one-shot the Rapidash, two-shot Arcanine. All right, this is gonna be trivial. Blaine is never this easy, but I guess he is for Vaporeon. All right, we're gonna see how this goes against the Abra. Oh, we are outspeeding the Abra, although I don't know that we're gonna be one-shotting it with Surf. I kind of thought we were a little slower than this. I didn't expect to even outspeed the Abra at this point, but we do, so that's kind of nice. Okay. Oh gosh, crit me? And then a special drop? Okay, that's not good. Should probably just reset, but I keep like hoping for a crit. Oh, okay. I think I need to keep Body Slam somehow. Maybe even override Ice Beam there. Be nice if he missed. Okay, cool. Okay, we're just gonna go straight for it. Two-shot. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Ice Beam, or no, Surf does a lot of damage actually. That's pretty good. Okay, I guess Sabrina's not that bad. We just things went south for us when we got Flash the first time, so maybe we just save in front of Sabrina and then don't Flash, or like if we get Flash we just reset. Not sure. I'm not using Swift. And the reason is just kind of like a speed reason. So like it tends to be the case that going out of our way to pick up the TM for Swift takes longer than just taking a reset. So okay, I'm gonna use rare candies here. Oh, we need to use a full restore, don't we? Didn't we pick up a full restore? Did we use it already? Uh-oh. We used it already? You know what? This is fine. We'll disrespect them all really hard. How much damage is the Hydro Pump going to do when it connects? Yeah, I was hoping for the one shot. Okay, we got badge boosted for our speed too, although I think we were already outspeeding everything. All right. So Giovanni's not too scary. Yeah, looks like we're just going to Oko everything. I bet you, though, Surf, there's no way Surf was going to Oko the Persian, though, without a crit. There's no way. Yeah, I'm a fan of Hydro Pump. Like, I'm a big fan of Hydro Pump, of Oko moves. I'm a big fan of these, like, lower accuracy, high reward, high risk, high reward type plays. Okay, no. We're not doing that. I should be teaching Blizzard here, I think. I think it makes sense to... Okay. I used one acid armor there just so we don't take too much damage from like self-inflicted confusion and from the Cloyster hitting us. Okay. This should be fine still. Nice. Okay. Don't love how that went, but we actually have too many levels, I think. I think we don't need this many levels. Yeah, I forgot that my main Pokemon has Surf. I could just do that. Acid Armor, then Hydro Pump. Exactly. Yeah. Just in case. Like, this is a very suboptimal play. I did that because, like, I'm worried about bumping into a trainer in Victory Road. And being low health. I am skipping the Victory Road candy here. I think we're over leveled, actually. And I think we're over leveled because I was banking candies for Koga, didn't use them, and lucked through on the first fight. So, yeah. I anticipate, even with the same amount of training in a follow-up playthrough, we would still probably choose to use a few rare candies there instead of right before Blaine. And so we will lose a little bit of level up efficiency there. But we'll see. We'll look at damage ranges and see like if we can shave some levels for the follow-up run. There. But we haven't trained much. Really, the only reason why we're at a high level right now is because we saved those rare candies. Like I said, we used them late instead of early, right before Blaine and right before Giovanni. And when I say at a high level, I don't really mean like like we're over leveled or something, but we're an elite Pokemon, so level 54 is quite good. Like, it's quite a high level. Okay, I think it's clear we want to set up a couple acid armors here. And then I think we're even going to mimic Amnesia from the Slowbro. Okay, this is fine. We should be 3-shotting now. And once we have Slowbro's Amnesia, that should speed up the rest of the fight. Okay. Okay, Slowbro's a little scary here. Thrash is not, however, scary, and I think the Lapras is just going to be Confuse Ray and body slamming us. Yeah, which our physical defense is really high. What was that? That was so unlucky. Okay, that was really unlucky, guys. That was wild. Okay. That's a really slow reset, too. That's pretty painful. I mean, the special drop badge boosted our defense even more. Okay. It crit us. It's a little unfortunate that we level up on the Jinx, but oh, I guess we outspeed the Jinx if we weren't previously hit by a speed drop. We're not going to save for this guy. We could miss all the Hydro Pumps, by the way. That is a possibility. If we missed Hydro Pump a bunch of times. Okay, yeah. You were worried. I wasn't worried. I am going to take Substitute here, because I think this is going to be kind of a longer fight. Okay, it crit me twice. I think this Golbat's not going to be able to do anything to me. So we're going to go ahead and badge boost now. Let's see how this goes. Okay. Puts him in super potion range. That's pretty nice. All right, we lost the badge boost though. Let's see if Hydro Pump 2 shots. Oh no. No, it doesn't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Wind Blizzard? Probably now. So we can one-shot the Golbat. No. No, no, no. That's a bad choice. We're just going to fight again. Because Hydro Pump, I think, is going to give us a little bit of reach against the final Gengar. So I think it's better just to keep it now. But then Blizzard for Lance. Okay. Wait, it had enough for a substitute there? That's wild. Okay. Let's go ahead and set up the Acid Armors now. Okay, looks like that's a range. Hydro Pump, I think, yeah, is a one-shot there. And a one-shot there. I'm kind of liking using Hydro Pump, honestly. Yeah, like Hydro Pump would have been a two-shot there, but then we missed a Hydro Pump, so. Yeah, Dig would be so nice against Agatha. Gosh, would that be nice against Agatha. We're going to say goodbye to the Hydro Pump now. It's been nice. We probably could have gotten rid of Mimic, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Look at how much that did. It's pretty funny. All right, that was playing with fire. I should have blizzarded that. We are leveling up at some pretty unfortunate times right now. But this might be perfect. We might level up right into the Executor. I don't know. So I'm going to hold off on the rare candy. And we'll find out. Just trying to freeze it up. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Wrong move. All right, Blizzard. Okay, Blizzard, please hit. Anytime now. Okay, one more. Okay, good. Oh wait, I was supposed to badge boost. Oh no, I didn't quite get it. Okay, that's fine. I don't know if this is going to be enough. This might be very sketchy with the Leech Seed damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That hit 5 times. It's going to be close. Oh, no! That was really close. If I had used Acid Armor like I was supposed to on the Executor, I think we're in good shape there. Okay. Gen 1 miss Surf. No, thank you. Oh, that cost us the 45, didn't it? Or we would have been just over 45. Okay. This is where we maybe want to use Body Slam, but it looks like Surf is two-shotting, so maybe not. Oh, special drop. We'll have to look. Maybe Body Slam is the play there. Maybe we need to find a way to keep Body Slam on the set. Not sure if it's really possible to do that or not, but we'll see. I don't want to fight this out with a Kinesis. Oof. This is tough. Yeah, if I got Strength, although I don't know, I don't think I would actually teach Strength. One of the big things about Body Slam is that when you're under speeding, you can have a 30% chance to attack twice in a row, right? Like that's a really big plus. And I did level up. Like, I kind of actually like this level curve now. It's kind of nice now that I've seen it in action. It wasn't great for all... What? Oh gosh. Okay, Thunderbolt. Yeah, I'm fumbling here. I'm fumbling. Yes. First time I forgot to set up badge boost, and the second time I forgot to mimic hypnosis. But if we put those two things together, you prefer leveling into the Flareon? Yes, if that's an option. I don't know if we use a rare candy right now, if that's where we're going to level up or not. All right, fine. Let's just try it. Because I'm on full health, so missing an attack might be okay as long as we connect on hypnosis, which is the really important part. Well, we also need to connect on 2 blizzards. Okay. Oh, we need to connect on enough surfs that we... Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not happening. Yeah, Leech Seed is awful. I'm not seeing a better path forward, though. Because, like, we're 2-shotting the Alakazam right now. 3 badge boost is not going to be a 1-shot. So, carrying badge boost, like, setting up on Sand Slash is something we could do. One thing I can do is I can use an elixir here, because I am at less than full PP. Nope, I used the last one. Okay. Oh, I could teach Toxic, couldn't I? Is Toxic good? I don't think so. The more I look at this, the more I'm thinking this is gonna be harder than I thought. I did not expect to get walled at the champion. Of course, I knew it was possible, but well, I didn't pick up rest, so that's the problem. Like, if I had rest, then Toxic would be more viable, because then, like, that's a way to dispatch the Cloyster, right? But without that, I feel like I'm kind of just going to need a 2-shot the Alakazam. Okay, all right, we'll use the rare candy Smash Math. And then we'll probably be consistently 2-shotting the Alakazam after 1 acid armor setup. So that will be helpful. 2. But this is about the dream scenario. Full health. We got the hypnosis. Okay, I just need to land a hypnosis on the Magneton now. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. I think I did it. I think we did it. Don't full restore. Okay, it healed out of full restore range. That's really good. All right. I think we did it. I think we did it. Okay. All right, GG. The hypnosis luck wasn't that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. The play wasn't super good, but the hypnosis luck wasn't too terrible. Okay. First playthrough down, 50 minutes, 29 seconds, 2 hour and 46 minute game time with 16 resets. Most of that was on the champion. If we got a first try champion, this would have been a sub 45, which is more in line with what I thought was doable. Of course, we had a few things that we can clean up for the second playthrough that would be pretty easy to improve our results, like remembering Ice Beam, this sort of thing. Okay, let us look at... Oh, and I need to add this window. We're going to add the EXP router. Okay. Vaporeon. I started putting this little Y to indicate that it's yellow, since I think it gets saved in the same folder with the red and blue stuff. Okay, so I think the first thing to figure out is how good Body Slam would be. Because if we need to keep Body Slam for the champion, which I think we do, yeah, maybe maybe we won't have Hydro Pump, but it starts here, right? Because if we need it, if Body Slam is markedly better against the Alakazam, then we should make space for it. And then we're gonna have to move some things around. Yeah, I figured it would be. So the big upside here, prepend Y. Oh, that's smart, because then it's like the first thing that you see, so it's separated into blocks. Yeah, that actually makes more sense. I should probably do that instead. Okay. So Body Slam, you might look at the Surf ranges and the Body Slam ranges and think, well, why don't we just get a couple Calcium or a couple more levels, like level 60? That would solve it. But here's the difference. Body Slam has a 30% chance to cause paralysis. Paralysis is great because that's going to be basically like a one-shot. So if we have a 98% chance to two-hit, that means we have basically a 30% chance to one-shot. Obviously that's a lot better than two hitting, even if Surf was the same ranges. So I think we need to keep Body Slam on the moveset throughout the whole playthrough. I need to add something real quick. I need to add a window. Not that one. I want to add the secondary EXP router window, which is going to show the overview. This one. Okay. Okay. So our task here is to keep Body Slam on the learn set. Yeah, I could totally boost once on the Sand Slash. Oh, wait, I could badge boost my speed too, couldn't I? Because I just keep thinking I'm not going to outspeed. But if it doesn't use Slash, we could reset a couple times there, right? Okay, so like let's Acid Armor once and just look at the damage ranges. Yeah, it's tickling us. Do we outspeed after 2? So let me just change our rare candy usage here for a second. Like, let's just say we go into this battle at 54, because that's ideal for this growth rate. We would level up going into the Cloister. We don't want that. So what we would do is we would use 1 rare candy right before to level up into Flareon. I've done this many times. So even without setup, at level 60, we're going to have like a pretty good range to one-shot the Flareon, and the Flareon's not very scary either. Yeah, so slash is the problem, right? But there's a nice thing about setting up on the first Pokemon is that if it doesn't work out, you can always kind of bail, right? Like the reset is quick. If you get slashed early and take a ton of damage, you can just reset. So getting set up with 2 acid armors here for the outspeed gives a 2-shot with Surf. And then this is basically as good as if we had kept Body Slam on the set. Oh yeah, and we might even shave a level, right? If we don't need it earlier. Level 53 would be okay too. We really don't want to level up into the Magneton. Then we definitely need the rare candy before the champion. Then we'd be leveling up into 59 against the Flareon, which is a much lower chance to one-hit. So it is like a little bit worse. It's a slight sacrifice there. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. With 3 amnesias, by the way, I think this was, yeah, I mean, this is fine. Lorelei was okay. Sometimes we're going to get unlucky, like the Lapras is going to do what it did to us, where it paralyzed us and confused us, and we got really unlucky. But I think in general, setting up 3 times here is going to be just fine. Surf is one-shotting the Jinx. Actually, Hydro Pump was a chance to one-shot, which is funny, but I don't think there's any need to do that. We can just take the 2-shot with Surf. Yeah, candy before the champion's definitely mandatory. Yeah, do we like this? Do we like this solution? So if I use 2 acid armors... I'm curious. Wait a minute. What if we didn't delete Hydro Pump? Let me just look at the ranges for a second. What does that look like? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Pinky? What if we were level 60 for this fight? Because honestly, we skipped a lot of training. It would be really easy for us to get to level 60. Because look at this Magneton range with Hydro Pump. Then we don't have to mimic. And I'm gonna mimic Earthquake too. Look, Hydro Pump is better than Mimic. Hydro Pump has a higher chance to one-hit than Earthquake does. Yeah, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Oh, so if we were to go to level 60, we would go to level we would go to level 55 before Lorelei, which is kind of nice. Because we actually want to set up on this Golbat anyway. And otherwise our experience routing is the same. So we would want to knock out the first Gengar as fast as we can. We'd set up Substitute and use 2 Surfs. Or Surf Hydro Pump if it looks like we got a low roll to begin with. No. Probably just 2 Surfs anyway. The ranges are good enough. And then we would set up Acid Armors on the Golbat. And then Surf, Hydro Pump, Surf. These ranges are really good. Yeah. No, Agatha is not messed up at all. This is totally fine. Because remember, we were setting up on the Golbat last time anyway. We weren't setting up on the Gengar. The Gengar's scary. It knows Mega Drain. And it likes to crit all the time. So... Hydro Surf for the crit upside. Yeah, but we miss more often than we crit. So I think if we're on really low health, then maybe we do that. But otherwise, I think just surf makes more sense. And by the way, we didn't have a perfect on the first one. Yeah, but either way, right? If we have a 20% chance to miss. And also has a chance to set up substitute as well, which means that surf will be a guaranteed 2-shot after we break the substitute. So I think it probably makes more sense to go that. But anyway, Agatha wasn't that big of a problem. I think the main problem we had with Agatha is that we were underspeeding the last Gengar. And with a little bit better experience routing, we're going to be in better shape here. Okay, so if we candied to level 55 right before Lorelei, that would put us in position to use the one rare candy right before the champion to go to level 60 and have a likely one-shot Hydro Pump so we don't have to mess around mimicking anything. Like we could mimic Slash or something and do 20 to 24% damage against the Cloyster, but that's silly because we could be 2-shotting the Cloyster. I think actually with Leech Seed, we're going to be going for one Surf and one Hydro Pump against the Cloyster. I think that's what makes sense. Crit is 100% minimum roll. But accuracy. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? It's like critting is nice, but we're not an especially fast Pokemon. We have what, a 12% chance to crit? Something like that. And we have a 20% chance to miss with Hydro Pump. Okay, we need to look at something. We need to go back though, because we need to look at ranges on Koga, because I think we're going to have to use some candies before Koga. By the way, this early game was pretty smooth. I think that we can take out the optionals that we had. So I'm going to take out this hiker and fight the other one instead. Which one is it? Youngster 7? No. Youngster 5? It's this one, Rattata and Ekans. Okay. And then I'm going to go to Mount Moon and we're going to take out this hiker entirely. I think that was all superfluous. Like the first part of the, like through Nugget Bridge was very easy. So like, let's just look at the damage ranges together real quick. One shots, one shots, one shots, one shots with a 50% chance to one shot the second one. Like 60% one shot on the Mankey. We're one-shotting everything. So like that extra training that we did with a hiker at the beginning doesn't matter. Like we'll accept a couple damage rolls. And then the Oddish is fine because we're 2-shotting it with Bubble Beam. So yeah, the early game is quite straightforward. Oh yeah, I wanted to see if we could stretch our PP. Water Gun is one-shotting the Caterpie and the Weedle, so that's good to know. So we can save 2 PP there. And Water Gun is one-shotting the Rattata. So we did one-shot the Rattata with Water Gun. We can do that again. The Rival. Did Sandshrew... Was Sandshrew a one-shot with Water Gun? No, it wasn't. Oh, yes. Yes, it was. It was. The Rattata isn't, but the Water Gun on Sandshrew is. So that's a few PP we can save there. Oh, that's good. That's good to know. So we're on basically minimum battles. We're going to take a few that we know we need to, like the Gentleman Candy is obvious. We're going to need that. These bikers, I don't know if we need them, but I assume that we do if we're going for a level 60 finish. So I'm going to keep those in too. We don't want to fight this guy. The Electrode Wheezing guy is not someone we want to fight. What were the damage ranges like here when we had Surf? So Sand Slash was a guarantee. The Magneton is so-so. Like, these ranges are not great. But we did get through on our first try last time. So I feel like it's not that bad. We're pretty far away from outspeeding the Kadabra, so that's just not going to happen. But the Kadabra is randomly choosing, so it could like use Recover or Disable or something. And even its Confusion and Psybeam don't do that much to us. I mean, yeah, we could use 3 candies, but I actually don't want to use the candies here if we can help it, right? Like, we didn't really need to. What did Erica look like? Okay, Erica was guaranteed. It felt guaranteed, and it was guaranteed. So, is there another trainer which would be better instead of this scientist? Let's see. We could put in a different Sylph Scientist, the one that's on the floor, like the one with 4 Pokemon that we're fighting anyway. Where's he at? This guy. So if we put him here... Well, it doesn't have to line up perfectly because we're not using rare candies anyway. This is just like a more efficient trainer to fight. So we could just fight these 2 scientists, and that's fine. And we're like slightly leveled higher for Rival 5. We're going to go up to 36 against the Magneton instead of 35. It doesn't really impact damage ranges very much, but I think this is okay. Like a 2-turn 73% chance is a pretty decent chance, and Thundershock's not doing that much damage. So I think this is okay. We'll just fight both of those scientists, both of those bikers. That's easy to remember. Now here's where the moment of truth is. Oh my gosh, Vaporeon's a monster. Maybe we don't need to use candies. Like, I'm shocked. Surf is a 73% chance to one-shot at level 40. So we could go Surf, Mimic Psychic. Okay, the Venomoth, though, is a bit scary. No, the Venomoth isn't scary. It's going to choose randomly, and it doesn't do very much damage to us. Okay, I guess we're fine at level 40. That's crazy to me. That's really crazy. Vaporeon is so good. We do want to level up before we use rare candies, though. So we need 1900 more experience. Route 21 does have that swimmer that I like to fight. Nope, not quite enough. We could fight a Tamer, because I think we're going to one-shot this Sandslash for sure. And the Arbok is not likely to be that bad. Fuchsia Tamer. Yeah, so that's going to take us up to level 42. And then let's use 2 rare candies. Yeah, I'm shocked, Scott. I thought that Koga was going to be more of a threat because, you know, he uses sleep powder. And I've played Pokemon before that are really good, like Blastoids, which do not have an easy time against Koga. But I mean, this is really good. Surf has an 84% chance to one-shot, and then Mimic Psychic to close it out. It seems really good. It looks really good. I do still think Mimic is probably worth picking up for Koga, because while Surf would hypothetically be faster, Like risking Surf against the third Venonat and not getting hit by a Sleep Powder, that doesn't seem great. Unless I went in pre-poisoned, I could go in pre-poisoned. Nah, I think I'd rather do this. I think I'd rather do this. Like the last Venomoth is slow to knock out with Surf. It's a 3-hit, and it could set up like Toxic and Double Team and stuff. I could do that, Scott, but like, so here's the thing. Yeah, okay, using rare candies before Rival 5 is definitely a good thing to consider. However, fighting level Rival 5 at an earlier level is still lining me up for a good Erica, like guaranteed KOs on Erica's Pokemon. And then my ranges are good here too against Koga. So it feels like I really want to use rare candies when it helps me for the next stretch of the game too. So if I'm only using candies for Fivel, but I really didn't need it for any of the other ones, then I'd rather just luck through Rival 5. And the ranges looked okay too. Like it didn't look awful at level 35. Oh, look, that's a speed tie against Sabrina. Oh, had I used my Carboses yet? Viridian City? Where is this? When did I do that? See, I have a Carbos. I actually have a Carbos in my bag that I hadn't used yet. So if I use this Carbos here, then I'll be outspeeding. I'll be outspeeding the Abra by 1. That's very satisfying, actually. I bought 2 Carbos and I picked up all the Carbos in the overworld. But I hadn't used the Carbos yet before fighting Sabrina that I picked up in the mansion. So if I'm outspeeding and one-shotting the Abra, I think the rest of the fight's going to be like fairly reliable because Psychic just doesn't do very much damage to me unless it crits. And Kadabra only has a 1 out of 4 chance to use Kinesis. So I think Sabrina should be pretty simple if I fight her there. What does Giovanni look like? Giovanni looks pretty good. Although I don't see a good place to use the rare candies. Oh wait, yes I do. Right after the rival? But I bet the rival is sketchy with no setup. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what happened to Hydro Pump? When do I get Hydro Pump? 52? Yeah, 52. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, I overwrote Body Slam. Do I still want to overwrite Body Slam? Oh, I could keep Body Slam for Rival 6, right? Because I haven't taught Hydro Pump yet. Oh, I taught Mimic over Body Slam. I could teach Mimic over Ice Beam. I think Mimic over Ice Beam might be a little bit better. Oh no, when did I lose Body Slam? I lost Body Slam for Acid Armor. Acid Armor. So I could do acid armor over armor over ice beam. I think I want to use a rare candy or two just to get acid armor before Giovanni. I think that's going to be what makes the most sense. And we're almost done here with the routing. So for those of you eagerly awaiting the follow-up playthrough, coming soon. I think we're about done routing this. So it just so happens to be the case that Blaine gives... yeah, okay, we used 3 rare candies there, and then that makes it 97%, and then we could even use a couple more candies right before Sabrina. Or right... yes, right before Sabrina. Or does that do it for us? Do we learn acid? Oh, we learn acid armor there now. Surf's a 1-hit without setup as well. Okay, this is solved. Never mind. We're just gonna surf and 1-hit everything except we 2-hit the Persian. This is okay. That actually fixed it, funny enough. I was going to level 44. Yeah, exactly, Smash Math. Who needs to play when you could just theorycraft? You could just do math instead. There's some question here at Rival 6, how we want to take on this fight, because we're going to be leveling up into Executor, or Execute rather. We could just 2-shot it with Surf, but I kind of want to not do that. I think I want to teach Ice Beam over Body Slam here. Body Slam's not 1-hitting the Kadabra anyway. I mean, it probably would after badge boosts, but whatever. Three, 6, 7. We're only using 7 rare candies right now. You serious? Okay. This is the curve that I wanted. Okay, so this is 8, 9 rare candies. That's skipping the Victory Road rare candy. But I don't really want to skip the Victory Road rare candy. That's more efficient than doing training. So what this actually means is that we could use a candy earlier and reduce some training. And I think the place to do that is going to be... Probably take this tamer out, and we could take one of the bikers out. Or the scientist. Okay, so if we take out this scientist, who we didn't fight the first time, and the tamer, then we could use 4 rare candies here. And we've got our same curve that we had before. And I think Rival 5 was still okay. Because 1-shot on Sand Slash. The Cloister's not great, to be honest. But that's just going to come down to supersonic luck anyway. Yeah, Rival 5 is the big concession of this route. But I think the rest of it is looking very clean. So that's probably what it's going to boil down to. Everything else is going to be very consistent, except for Rival 5. Okay, this looks right. Oh, you can't see my... Weird. Okay. All right, enough with the EXP router. We're going to do a follow-up playthrough next. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to grab grab a quick break, and then we'll go for round 2. All right. I am back. Thanks for sticking around through all the optimization, everybody. I hope that's interesting for you, at least somewhat interesting. And yeah, I'm looking forward to jumping into the second playthrough. Oh, you know what? We need to update our poll. Can we add another poll? Let's do... Nope. Wait. If I end the poll... By the way, so under 45 won for the previous one. I'm sorry that we didn't do that, but we got walled at the champion and we learned a lot. So I'm going to end the poll and we're going to have another chance here. Level into the cloister. Ooh, why Smash Mouth? Are you talking about Rival 5 or which one are you talking about? We're going to do a new poll. Second playthrough results. Well, we don't have like a way to badge boost though, right? Or are you just looking for better damage ranges? I see, you want better damage ranges, don't you? Because the cloister could be a 3-shot instead of a 4-shot. Yeah. Maybe. We could fight like the other scientist instead. Probably. Would probably do it. I'm of the opinion that sub 40 is really going to be sub 40 is going to be really difficult. Not for Vaporeon to get, but to get like on command, because Rival 5 and the champion are both potentially quite sketchy. Oh wait, there was one thing left. I was thinking about teaching Blizzard for... Did I... no, I'm not going to teach Blizzard for Execute. I just don't think it's worth it. For Rival 6's Execute, I can 2-shot it with Surf, and I think that's the way to go. Because if I teach Blizzard here, then I'm giving up Hydro Pump. Because I'm learning Hydro Pump soon, and then I don't have another spot. Oh, wait, did I need Body Slam? Oh, maybe I can teach Blizzard here. Oh, I lied to you all. I said that we were done optimizing. Let me pull up the router one more time. If I teach Blizzard here... to trivialize the Execute over Body Slam. Then it's Surf, Blizzard, and then I set up on the cloister. Oh, I don't have set up. That's fine. I just 2-shot everything else. Then, when I use my rare candies here and learn Hydro Pump, I can learn it over... Do I need Mimic? Probably need Mimic, don't I? Never mind. Forget that. Whatever. We're just going to stick with the plan. No more EXP routing. Let's go. Yeah. I'm just going to teach Blizzard right before Lance. Should I do splits? Let's do splits. Oh, no one look. No one look at the Nidorino finishes. Spoiler alert. Splits. Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Classic. Am I ever not going to start with a Mew? Okay. Let's go to play Vaporeon instead. There's Vaporeon. here we go. I'm excited about the second playthrough. I think there's no doubt we're going to shave off significant time, because a lot of that time came at the champion, and some of that time was just kind of hemming and hawing. Like, even if I ran the exact same route again, it would be faster because there's just like less indecision. You know, barring something really ugly. There's also like, there's always a potential of making like a large blunder or something. But in general, the follow-up playthroughs tend to be quite a bit faster than the first playthroughs, even with no adjustments. But hopefully these adjustments help. I do like that we're using Hydro Pump, by the way. It makes me very happy that we found something for Hydro Pump. Because it was my impression that when you have Surf and a badge boosting move, you probably don't need the reach for Hydro Pump. But what we're seeing here is that, like, if you're going through on a lower level, sometimes like combining those things together can give you pretty good ranges, right? Like on Agatha looks a lot worse without Hydro Pump on our moveset, even though we're setting up 3 acid armors against her. Surf is just like not getting one shots on anything, or almost anything. We didn't fight the junior trainer last time, by the way, and we didn't seem to need to. So we're going to skip the junior trainer. We're going to skip the hiker at the beginning. We're going to fight minimum battles, minimum Pokemon, probably up until we get to the... Oh, and we're going to skip that heal. That heal was silly last time. We didn't need to do that. We're going to really cut corners this time because I don't think Vaporeon needs the training. We didn't use Sand Attack last time. I was thinking like there's a potential maybe like the Starmie could be awful or something. Maybe we... But no. Nope. Six potions. We'll go for 1 paralyze heal just in case. It's a bit of a conservative mart buy, but we had extra money last time. So I'm not too worried about being able to afford our... You know what? I think I could skip the nugget in the underground path as well. Because if I remember right, we've afforded the 2 vitamins and we also had like 6 or 7,000 K left. So we're going to skip that nugget. That's going to be another adjustment that'll save us a couple seconds too in this next run. Quick attack for PP management. But I think we're going to have to heal anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. We're off to the races. It does feel really nice, by the way, playing water Pokemon in the early game. You don't have to worry about grinding for Brock. These annoying bug Pokemon that use Harden, you're just bypassing that. Feels very smooth in the early game. It doesn't feel quite as dominant as fire types in the early game, but it does feel quite smooth still. Like, you might not be one-shotting everything, but nothing is really causing major delays either. Kind of just smashing through stuff at your own pace, which is a pretty good pace. All right, we're going to go same as last time. We're going to teach Bide and then fight Misty immediately. We are going to be at a slightly lower level because we didn't fight the hikers, but I think we'll still be at level 15. So we should be doing decent damage against the Staryu at level 15, I think. Probably good enough. Okay. Yeah, Vaporeon just has so much health. Like 65 health is a ton of health. Oh, red bar. Yeah, level 15. I don't think we're going to level up on just the Goldeen, so it probably will be 15 going into the next one. Dude, that guy needs to stop. That guy doesn't usually body block you if you move down one spot. This time, he moved down an additional spot when I moved down too. So, just trying to get in the way. I think we should be like tail whipping this guy, honestly. Like, wow, the Goldeen is tanky. It'd be hilarious if it beat me. It's unlikely to beat me, but it could happen with Supersonic. Like, anything could happen, basically. By the way, I'm very satisfied with how Bide ended up. Both against Starmie last time and against Surge. I think I'm going to switch to Water Gun now. I don't know. I don't know about that choice. Okay, come on. I think this should be okay. Oh, that crit was really nice. Okay, let's go. Okay, nice, nice. That was just fine. I am going to heal up. Alright, we're going to teach Bubble Beam. We're rolling. And I'm speed tied, so that's actually a good time to use Quick Attack. Ooh, snap. Vaporeon is rolling. Let's go. And I'm going to remember to use Water Gun here on the bugs. We learned that in between looking at the damage ranges, that Water Gun is enough to knock out the Caterpie and the Weedle. Pretty sure we removed the optional trainers before we check those ranges. So, yep. Should have plenty of Bubble Beam PP to get through this whole stretch. Especially since we didn't get hit with the Sand attack. Like, the Sandshrew doesn't get a chance to attack, right? So, a lot of times that rival is sketchy, not just because he can beat you, but even if he doesn't beat you, you can use so much PP that you have to backtrack and heal again, and it wastes a lot of time. Thankfully, we're not in that situation. That was a range. About a 50% range. And then this one's a range as well. Let's see if we get this one. Yeah, we got the 60% range because of a crit, but we'll take it. That's part of the 60%, right? So 12.5% chance to crit. Not terrible. Not great either, but not terrible. I meant to look and see if the vitamins were impactful. I'm just going to assume that they are. We didn't really need extra, like, we weren't close to missing damage ranges in a way where I thought, oh, we'll need calcium or something. So we'll just buy 2 Carbos again. If this was like my 5th playthrough, then obviously we wouldn't just be buying any vitamin. We'd be making sure that, like, okay, is this really important for us? But I don't want to spend forever optimizing in between runs. And ooh, that was close. That was really close. I almost ended up having the Quick Attack down the Oddishes. Bubble Beam is definitely the choice, though. Like, look how much damage that did. That did over half. No way we do that much damage. I think that was supposed to be a Bubble Beam, but I got bailed out by the crit. Nice. And we are going to pick up this Ether this time, too. And a small thing, but I'm going to use it now before I talk to Bill. Because if you talk to Bill, then he's going to give you the ticket, and then you have to be more precise when you move around. Whereas the Ether is going to be at the bottom of the bag if you do it before you talk to Bill. Yes, the Carbos were important for Sabrina. That's right. That's right. Thank you, Smash Math. We did determine that. Oh, I'm glad he missed Hypnosis there. That could have wasted a lot of time. Disable on Bubble Beam and then Hypnosis definitely would have been the best way to troll us. I think we were fine without the extra healing items last time. Although a couple super potions might have been helpful. There were a couple times where we fought injured. What's up, Austin? How's it going, man? Good to see you. So I'm kind of on the fence about super potions here, whether it's actually worth it, but I think we're going to skip them. Especially since I think we might need to pick up that nugget to have enough money if we bought potions, but if we skip the potions, we won't need the underground nugget. I don't think I'm gonna teach Body Slam immediately. There's no real need to. We're not going to use it against any of Fievel's Pokemon. So we'll probably use it once we open our inventory next to teach Dig and Cut, which is right in front of the tree. I could have used Water Gun on that Sandshrew, but we have plenty of Bubble Beam PB this time around after using that Ether. So, okay, good pace. 39 minutes, or 39 minutes, 38 seconds in front of the previous pace as I read my splits and run into a wall. That's why a lot of times I actually don't look at my splits when I'm playing runs, by the way, especially if I'm on a good pace. If I'm on a bad pace, I'll check out my splits and be like, okay, do I need to take risks? But if I'm on a good pace, it just kind of messes with me a little bit psychologically. Better not to think about your pace if you're on a good pace. Just keep doing what's working. All right. Back to the strat that worked the first time. Hopefully it works as well this time too. I'm pretty sure we can tank a Thunderbolt if it's not paired with a lot of other damage. We got the 3-turn bide, which is not what we wanted to see there, but he never used Thunderbolt, so worked out pretty nicely. All right, we're going to skip the Squirtle this time, and we're also not going to talk to the girl. Last time we talked to the girl and then said no to the Squirtle, which doesn't make any sense at all. By the way, I knew that it was wasting time, but you want to enforce good habits, right? So even if you start to do something bad, I think it makes sense to correct. Even if it hurts you in that playthrough, it's going to help you in the long run. And I knew I kept Quick Attack for a reason. I just kind of forgot why. It's for this trainer. So if we get hit with a Stun Spore, we're just going to switch to using Quick Attack full time. But thankfully, it doesn't look like we are. Ooh, a 1-hit on the Bellsprout. I wasn't really expecting that. That's nice. Vaporeon feels really good to play, which is why the first playthrough of like over 50 minutes is pretty disappointing. This Pokemon deserves far better than that. But it was a first playthrough, so... Is it worth putting... Oh. Interesting. I've never considered that, because I do have Surf. Maybe I don't need the Lapras at all, huh? Yeah, I think I don't need the Lapras. I should have healed there, by the way. I have 2 potions left. Because if I got put to sleep, the Oddish could have kind of pecked away at me with Absorb. I don't know. It's probably okay. Yeah. Obviously, I don't have muscle memory for that. So again, it probably wouldn't make this run faster to do that. However, that's a really interesting thought. I haven't thought about that before. Like, Charmander does learn Strength, right? You're not trolling me, are you? Stun Spore missed. Let's go. Because that's a pretty good troll job if you're like trying to get me to not pick up the Lapras. Wait a minute. Last time I forgot the Lapras and I went back for it. Are you telling me I didn't have to do that? We're skipping this underground area. You see how fast that is? Ooh, that feels good. It feels good to just bite through the underground. Wow, I backtracked for the Lapras and I didn't need to. That feels silly. Last time I forgot to talk to the girl. This time we got it covered. And sell the nugget. And that. Oh, not that. That. Buy 2 Carbos. I thought we had more extra money than that. Not ideal, but that's okay. 2 Great Balls should be fine because we're quick attacking the Doduo down the low health. Yes, that's a good backup plan to keep in mind. But maybe it should just be plan A. I don't know. Learned that in the Mew race. That's when you should be using the Repel. Oh. That should have been Ice Beam. Ice Beam would have one-shot. No biggie, though. Bubble Beam's just going to take care of everything. Should I save before Agatha Jr.? Ah, nah, what's the worst that could happen? Should be an Ice Beam first for crit chance, maybe? Ice Beam and Bubble Beam have basically the same effective power right now, by the way. So it probably just should have been Ice Beam there. Bubble Beam with Stab and Ice Beam are almost equivalent. 95 versus 97 power. May as well take the freeze chance. We're not going to learn Bite this time. It was not useful last time. Of course, we kind of knew that when I taught it, but, you know. Okay, the paralysis is a little annoying, but it actually we didn't miss any turns, so pretty good all things considered. And I think we may as well heal because we're damaged, and I don't want to use a full restore yet. That doesn't seem to make sense. All right, now we were fighting both of the bikers, and we're going to do that again. Yeah, that's true. Even if Bite was dark, it wouldn't be useful for Vaporeon. Poisoned immediately. We should have antidotes in the bag, though. So, this will be fine. We have a lot of PP to work with. That's kind of nice. Antidotes. Ooh, almost talked to that biker by accident. He was just right there. I just wanted to press the button and talk to him. I think it does make sense to just spam Bubble Beam here, by the way, and keep my Ice Beam PP. Because if I happen to get through without taking very much damage, like if they just use Tackle and miss Smog and stuff like that, then I'd be able to teach Surf in the Safari Zone. Okay, listen, you're annoying me because I have to keep opening my bag when I get poisoned. Had I got through like basically clean, then maybe I skip the next center heal. But as it is, I think I'm going to take a center heal. Probably makes sense to reset it in Saffron too. Not yet. Not until after I fight Erica. So I'm always trying to think of this like, where do I heal next, right? Where does it make sense to change my rally point? And it doesn't make sense to change my rally point until after fighting Erica. Oh, no patches? Ah, I jinxed myself. We got the second to last patch. Okay. I don't think I'm going to need more PP than 15. So I don't mind just overriding Bubble Beam now. It's just easier than moving the cursor. And I want Surf in the top slot anyway. So I may as well just put it in the top slot now instead of having to move it here in a second. Well, if Bite was physical in Dark, then sure. But the fact that Bite is special in the early gens too, like I think it just wouldn't be as good as Surf. Or maybe even as Bubble Beam. Okay. Picked up the Carbos and the Rare Candy. We'll go ahead and just fight the other... we'll fight the other scientist. Even though we planned on fighting this one. Ooh, paralyze heal. Even though we planned on fighting the other one, we're going to fight this one. Just to level up into the Cloister. Make Rival 5 a touch easier. Wait, are we forgetting a trainer or something? I feel like we're not close enough. Probably gonna need the Hyper Potion. Yeah, I feel like we're missing something. I was supposed to level up into the Cloister, I thought. I was intentionally losing a turn there, by the way, because I didn't want to go into the Magneton injured. Yeah, maybe this was right, and I just, because we didn't check it, ended up being the same. Fighting the scientist with one more or not. Wait a minute. We were supposed to fight two scientists? Uh-oh. Did I mess up my EXP routing? Hold up. Hold up. No, we took the scientist out because we were going to fight just this one. But I flexed this guy in instead so that we could level up into the Cloister, which means our experience is a little bit off. Something's a little bit off here. Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is. It's Hiker 14. Do you guys remember the hiker that I ran into on purpose in Rock Tunnel for the extra experience? Because I wanted 990 experience. That's going to leave us 28 experience short of using rare candies there. That sucks. What? Oh my gosh, I forgot about that guy. Okay. Okay. 28 experience. Do I fight a wild Pokemon or because the problem is I don't have any optionals after this. Like there's no optional trainers in between now and when I plan on using rare candies. Yeah, I probably just fight the beauty. Like it's stupid. It's really stupid to have to do that. but like, if I'm going to take one optional, I may as well take the optional that's right next to Erica, which has a one Pokemon that I can one-shot, right? Fight the cool trainer and the beauty. So I'll just go through that left side and fight both of them. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the way. We'll just add that optional trainer that we didn't plan on fighting. But by the way, we buried the lead. We beat Rival 5. Remember when we were talking about how this was a concession of the route, how Rival 5 was like the only part that looked tough on paper? Well, we just beat Rival 5, and I am going to pick up the Lapras just for muscle memory, but I'm going to experiment with that in the future, Austin. If we're using a water Pokemon, maybe we just skip the Lapras and the Squirtle entirely. A water Pokemon that wants Surf, that is. Okay, let's go. How much health do I have? Enough. Nice. I think we're fine here. Now I'm second guessing myself for this decision. Definitely second guessing myself. Third guessing myself, please. Okay. Okay. Ooh, that was scary. Okay. Koga's next. No. Erica's next. And we fight the extra trainer. I did that whole spiel about when we want to reset our rally point, forgetting that I wasn't going back out here. Okay. That could be cleaned up a little bit, but that's small potatoes. That extra experience doesn't hurt us too much either, by the way. Like, I'm sure we could have routed it slightly better had we noticed beforehand, but we're probably only talking about like a 5 to 10 second difference. We're actually still quite on a good pace here, I think. Okay, time for Koga. Glad I remembered now instead of later, but I wish I'd remembered when we dug out here. It's another extra fly animation. See, these are the kind of little things, and this is good maybe for you guys to see if you're a fan of my produced videos. I won't make mistakes like that very often in my produced videos. Like, pretty rarely will I make mistakes like that. And that's because at that point I've run the Pokemon over and over again. But in a first playthrough, like this one, or a second playthrough, and sometimes even a third playthrough, I'll make a lot of mistakes where like I go to the wrong place to heal, or I'll heal an extra time when I don't need to. It's just like that sort of buffering happens. That should have been Surfs, but that's okay. That worked out nicely. We don't need quick attack. Okay. Vaporeon's kind of a beast, but we need the one hit here. It's a range. Okay, I'm going to reset. I don't want to go through... yeah, not worth it. Not worth it to see how long that sleep is. I'd rather just roll again. Oh, come on. It's supposed to be like a 70-something% range. There we go. Couple resets there, but they were very quick resets on the first Pokemon. One reset like that is probably, or two resets like that is faster sometimes than one reset Like if you have that one reset on the Venomoth after it sets up and yeah, uses double team a few times, then you bleed out with Toxic, like that reset takes a lot longer. Okay, we're gonna toss that. We're gonna use a repel. Oh, and rare candies. 2, 3. I have to pause. How many rare candies? Because we changed it. Look at my run summary real quick. It was 4 rare candies up to 45 before Blaine. And then 5 before Lorelei. Okay, so we're going to use 1 more rare candy. We're skipping Psych this time. Because Psych is actually not fast for us to knock out. Those Seeking weren't like great experience yield. Typically they are great experience yields, but when you have to 2-shot all those Pokemon, and they have Supersonic, so they can kind of troll you a little bit as well, it makes it so that it's much less worth it. I wonder how we're doing with bag space, by the way. I need Scott's new version with the bag counter on there. Thankfully, we were able to pick everything up there, so that's quite nice. Hopefully we're full, actually, because if we're full, we won't get Fire Blast. Oh. I almost said no. That's why I hesitated for a second. I was like, wait a minute, what's the answer? Ah! Is it yes or no? It was yes. And then no, 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 yes. Last time he badge boosted me and then I outsped. That was kind of nice. But it's really not necessary. Like, you see how much Blaine's Pokemon are doing to me. It's so trivial. It's quite refreshing, actually. If I had bought an extra Pokédoll, that wouldn't have been a problem. But actually, money was tight, so it's a good thing that I didn't buy an extra Pokeball, because then it would have really been difficult. Pokédoll, that's what I meant to say. Okay. We used the Carbos, so we're at 104 speed. That's perfect. Did we use the Carbos? Did we use it, or do we still have one in our bag? Should have switched to Surf for the... Oh, no. What? I don't know if I should have restarted. But now I'm too committed. Okay, come on. Come on. Yes. All right, good. That would have been a very painful reset had I lost it. We're teaching Acid Armor soon. That's going in the place of Ice Beam. I wouldn't mind having Acid Armor for this fight coming up. Oh, why did I do that? That's fine. All right, we're going to Surf. Okay, so we do actually have it. We could use Acid Armor to, like, shore up our defenses, but the Nidos have Thunder, and that's actually probably the biggest threat. So I think it's fine. We're just going to underspeed and one-shot everything. That's the one thing that I don't want to deal with. If he does it again, then I'll fight it out, but like sometimes just take the really quick reset. It's better. That's probably what I should have done against Sabrina as well when I got hit with the second kinesis. Okay, cool. Yeah, not too bad. Naturally outspeeding the Nidoking there is really nice. We don't have... Oh, gosh. That was bad routing, but that's okay. We saved a little bit of time by not being able to pick up Fissure. I am going to save before this rival fight, because if we get paralyzed, there's the chance for it to go sideways for sure. All right, 2-shot. Leech Seed is not the worst, but we're not like thrilled to see it either. Yeah. We are going to badge boost our special now, which is quite nice. We didn't have that option in the past. Okay. Oh no! Thundershock paralyzed. That's what I was really worried about. Although we should still get through. Okay, we got through. It was a little sketchy, but we made it. 2. We teach this over Body Slam. 3, 4, 5, and we need to use the full restore now too. Oh, we did have an extra Carbos that we didn't need. Wait, we have 2 full restores. Nice. So we only have to buy 3. I thought I was at the top of the bag, but I was not because I just used a full restore. Yeah, so yeah, 1 extra Carbos there. Probably could have skipped 1, but it's not the biggest deal. I wasn't scared. Still not confident with the bike here, but I'm never going to be confident with the bike until What was that? Oh no. That's really frustrating. And I thought about it when I did it too. Technically, I should have held on to the rare candies until right before Lorelei, because it can erase a mistake like that. So if you run into an optional trainer, you can just override it. This is pretty unfortunate. I think what we're going to do here is we're going to pause. And I just want to see how bad it is. Like, maybe we can plan around this. So we're going to add that trainer. Victory Road. Add the black belt. We're going to add the 5 rare candies first and see what this does to our experience curve. How bad is it? Wait a minute. Are you serious? Is this like great? So if we use our rare candy to go up to 56, it kind of just works out? Really? So like it's not as good, but look. We actually barely level up after Lance at this level, and then hold on to our badge boost until the Flareon. Did we just discover something awesome? Like maybe if you're a medium fast Pokemon and you can set up on the Golbat and set like that's pretty good. Like Lance is manageable. We're gonna teach Blizzard, by the way. At that point, over Mimic. So yeah, we're outspeeding naturally all of the dragons, and we can surf the Aerodactyl. We'll go second. That's okay. So it doesn't matter that we lose badge boost, is what I'm saying. Losing badge boost doesn't matter at all. We'll just set up our defense twice on the Gyarados so that it does almost nothing to us with Hyper Beam, and we'll two-shot with Blizzard. Yeah, it's not super optimal, but actually we didn't mess things up as bad as I had hoped. Or as bad as I had feared, I should say. I wasn't hoping to mess this up badly. Okay. Let's go. We're just gonna use that rare candy that we picked up in Victory Road immediately instead of holding on to it for right before the champion like we had planned. And most of our routing will still hold up. If we had used that on the Lapras, I would have cried. Let's go. Let's go. Look at that. Look at that spike cannon doing almost nothing. Okay. Got a special drop. I'll go ahead, just pump it back up. Stop. Hydro Pump gave me the extra reach that I needed. I think +5 is fine. This would be just fine. Nice. Okay, how many elixirs do I have? Because I think I want to use one now if I have one to play with. I do. This should be fine. I'm going to set up one acid armor just to be a little bit safe. And the second one just because why not? I bet I'm going to one-shot the Machamp with Hydro Pump now that I have 2 badge boosts. Nice. We won't need to use one before Lance. So I'm comfortable using it now. Okay, we're gonna Hydro Pump. Or sorry, not Hydro Pump, but Surf. Now we will Hydro Pump. Because a one-shot there would have been, I think we would have had a one-shot from that range. I forgot to steal Substitute, but now I'm wondering, okay, maybe we didn't need that anyway. Uh-oh. Okay. Hydro Pump one-shot the Haunter. I think Surf got the Arbok. Yeah. Okay. Not like this, please. Not like this. No! 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 Oh, the worst Agatha. Oh, I have myself to blame too. I didn't mimic. This is why you mimic the substitute. That's painful. Oh, I think I need to knock out the Haunter immediately. Haunter's scary. I don't want to set up on that. Whoa. She's doing a lot of switching. Okay, come on. All right, that's fine. Crit Psychic. Gengar 2 wrecked us there, but we're still going to get a pretty respectable time here, I think. All right, we don't need Mimic for the champion. All right, I remember it was 2 Acid Armors, 2 Blizzards. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Frozen Solid too. It's pretty nice. I am gonna switch to Surf for this Dragonair because this is the less threatening Dragonair. And then we're gonna Blizzard down the. Did you see how much that Hyper Beam did? That's so funny. Hyper Beam does like nothing if it doesn't crit against Vaporeon. Wow. Okay. All right, we're at level 60, exactly level 60. This is where we wanted to be. Just past 40 minutes. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, we didn't get slashed. We're going to 2-shot with Surf. We're outspeeding him. The Kinesis is not what I wanted to see. But we're going to play this out because if we Hydro Pump, if our Hydro Pump hits on the Magneton, okay, we're not playing that out. Yeah, Kinesis is probably the worst thing it can do to us besides a special drop. Both of those things are pretty awful. Both those things are pretty awful. Earthquake really is not that scary. Slash is what we want to avoid. But we will eat 1 slash and keep going. I think it's still like reasonable to keep trying from this position. Okay, a missed Kinesis is really nice. Oh, that almost 1-shot. Come on. Yeah, hit. Do it. Nice. Okay. Hydro Pump for the second one, I think. Go ahead and just guarantee that kill. All right, under 42 minutes. Pretty good. Pretty darn good. We had one really painful reset against Agatha. Without that one really painful reset, I think it's almost a minute faster. But either way, going from 50 minutes and 29 seconds to 41 minutes and 52 seconds is a huge improvement for the second playthrough. And we got the game time down quite a bit too, 2 hours and 36 minutes. So I'm really happy with that. Obviously, Vaporeon can go lower. It can go sub 40, which would be S tier on Scott's Thoughts ranking. Definitely could. 2 minutes can definitely come off of this with a little bit better luck. And I had to do a little bit of makeshift planning partway through too. So there's probably a couple small tweaks to the routing, although I think this routing is pretty close. I think this is about right. Just to recap, the main concession of this route was Rival 5, but we got to use Hydro Pump, Acid Armor, and Surf and Blizzard. Like the final set is just fantastic for the late game. So I think Vaporeon has all the tools that it needs. We could have even done this at a slightly lower level and gone for like Mimic Hypnosis like we did in the first playthrough. But I really like the solution for just going directly for Hydro Pump against the Magneton and just having a pretty good damage roll at it instead of trying to put it to sleep. So anyway, I think we're going to call it. Thank you, Austin, Smash Math, Papa Shook, Imbra T, Axio Carry Sora, Scott's Thoughts from earlier, everyone else who was here just kind of hanging out during the playthrough. And if you are checking it out on the VOD, thank you for being here too. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you thought Vaporeon overperformed, underperformed what you thought it was going to do. And thanks everyone so much for being here. We'll catch you next time.